San Diego is a dangerous city. At least that's what you keep hearing. Mexico is right there, homelessness everywhere, cartels, gangs, cars getting broken into, wildfires, mudslides, mountain lions roaming neighborhoods, coyotes eating your dogs and cats. The national headlines saying California has gone completely off the rails and you should probably stay far, far away. And when you hear that long enough, you start nodding along. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that as well. But here's the problem. Most of that fear narrative isn't even about San Diego. It's a mashup of headlines, viral clips, and Los Angeles problems getting slapped into an entirely different city. That story isn't reality. It's fear-driven clickbait built from isolated moments and stripped of context. So in this video, I'm cutting through the clickbait and separating what people hear about San Diego from what daily life looks like, where awareness matters, where fear is exaggerated, and why calling San Diego a dangerous city misses the point entirely. Because once you understand how this city really works, the narrative collapses. Hi, I'm Jennifer. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new here, welcome. I've lived here in San Diego over 20 years, and if you're thinking about relocating here, this is the kind of real world context you won't get from the news. And for the record, I don't watch the news. I read data, statistics, and financials to keep you updated. So I'm genuinely surprised when people tell me San Diego is portrayed nationally as unsafe, because that's not been my lived experience in the 21 years I've been here. So why does San Diego sound scarier than it is? If you Google San Diego crime, you don't get balanced news, you get the loudest moments. A smash and grab near the beach, tents downtown with the homeless, a clip labeled "Don't Go After Dark." San Diego is a massive tourist city, and social media and every bad moment gets filmed, reposted, and amplified. Fear spreads faster than facts. Homelessness is visible here, especially in certain downtown areas, but visibility does not automatically mean violence. Most encounters people see are nonviolent, and awareness, not panic, is what keeps people comfortable in an urban environment. It's that way in any urban city. And the proximity to the border gets misunderstood constantly. I mean, I can see the border from where I'm sitting. I'll take you outside shortly and show you, but literally I'm looking at Tijuana from my house. Being near Mexico does not translate to higher day-to-day crime. Geography alone doesn't determine safety. Infrastructure, enforcement, and community presence do. So what actually keeps a city functioning is people out living their lives, going to work, running errands, socializing, and showing up. That everyday rhythm matters way more than the headlines that you may be reading. What really impacts safety? It's the opportunity, just like in any city. The biggest safety issue most residents deal with in San Diego is petty, opportunistic crime. Car break-ins, porch pirates, unlocked doors. And here's what surprises most people. This happens more often in affluent and coastal areas than in many of the working class neighborhoods. Why? Opportunity. Nice cars, quiet streets, people assuming nothing happens here. Hey, I live in Point Loma, one of the more affluent areas, and I've had the brake light covers pried off my BMW while it was parked in front of my house. It wasn't because Point Loma was dangerous, it was because someone saw an easy target. It was parked on the street. That's why in San Diego, habits matter more than the zip code. The habits that actually keep people safe in San Diego, these are real world habits. They're not theory, they're not rocket science. First, never leave anything visible in your car, ever, anywhere. Not a phone charger, not a water bottle, not sunglasses. If someone can see it, you've increased your odds of a break-in. This is true pretty much in any big city. When I first moved to San Diego after my divorce, I lived in a little granny flat off of an alley, and my boyfriend at the time accidentally left my car keys sitting on the hood while he was changing the oil. Someone stole the car keys. A lot of the homeless prowl the alleys for recyclables. In a panic, he chained the car to the house, except he chained it to a water pipe. So when the thief came back that night, they ripped the pipe right off the house. He was running down the alley in his birthday suit trying to chase the guy. This was 20 years ago, people. It wasn't a bad neighborhood. It was an opportunity and assumptions colliding. So that was a funny story many, many years ago. Second, protect against porch pirates. Don't let packages sit out. Use delivery windows or pick things up in an Amazon box. Get them off your porch. Boxes advertise what you own. Third, situational awareness beats location. If something feels off, trust it. Cross the street, change direction, stay near light and activity. This applies in every city. Fourth, community presence really matters. Neighborhoods where people are out, engaged, and paying attention often feel safer than quiet streets full of expensive cars and no eyes around behind locked gates. Really true. Neighborhoods with reputations and reality. People often ask me about places like National City, Barrio Logan, Lemon Grove, Lakeside, and City Heights. Yes, some of these areas have higher reported crime and lower price points. That perception exists for a reason, but they are not one experience. Some blocks feel rougher, others are residential calm and tight-knit. Time of the day matters, familiarity matters. I actually had a client buy in Grant Hill, 92102, just south of Highway 94. To be honest, I was initially a little concerned. She lived there, she was in college, so she was in her 20s in a master's program. And that area is gentrifying quite a bit, high density, very diverse. So I was a little concerned. She lived there for years. She loved it, felt completely comfortable, ended up leaving her house unlocked, didn't bother her at all. Meanwhile, you wouldn't leave your door unlocked for 5 minutes probably in La Jolla. So perception is not always reality. So just keep your personal safety real, not dramatic. Don't move through the world naive. I'm careful. I'm aware. I'm actually legally trained and licensed to carry. Come from the Deep South, people. My dad was in the Army. I take responsibility for my safety, especially in vacant homes. In fact, an agent just texted me today after walking into a vacant property she was showing yesterday. She found somebody had broken in and was squatting in that home. That happened a lot during the foreclosure crisis, and I have a listing nearby. So she was texting me to tell me to be very careful. So you can bet that is a home that's on the market. We'll be careful. But agents, I always recommend agents in vacant open houses. Do them in pairs, or always carry protection. Just be aware. That's another reason also why you often see my large white shepherd with me, Charlize. She's calm, alert, protective, and yes, that changes how people interact with you. Not only do I meet people everywhere because of her, but also anybody who might see me as a target, not when you see Charlie by my side. It's a big deal. Hey, that doesn't mean everyone should carry. In fact, most people shouldn't unless they're trained and very comfortable. Protection looks different for different people. And there's Charlie walking behind us. The point is awareness, not fear. So the real conclusion, San Diego is not a dangerous city the way it's portrayed online. It's a city where habits matter more than headlines, where awareness matters more than zip code, where context matters more than viral clips. There are moments where things spike, crowds, late night, opportunity situation, conventions, games. But day-to-day life here really is normal, relaxed, and vibrant. I've never felt unsafe in the 21 years I've lived here. By the way, if you are thinking about relocating to San Diego, or you just want to learn more, you can download our free relocation guide by scanning the QR code, or it's in the top pinned comment. We've done all the hard work for you, and it's absolutely free. And if you're serious about moving to San Diego anytime, you can call me. I do answer my phone. I had a conversation this morning from a gentleman. Again, he was concerned about safety for his niece, he was in New Hampshire. She wanted to move to Escondido, and he was really shocked when he called me, and I told him, San Diego is actually one of the safest large cities in America. Remember, San Diego is 4,700 square miles. There are cities within San Diego County. Escondido is one of them. Oceanside, Poway, Lakeside, Chula Vista, El Cajon. We've got a lot of cities within San Diego, but if you do your research, you're going to find that those headlines are probably more related to cities like Los Angeles that have a completely different vibe to what we have here in San Diego. We aren't the film and music capital of the world. Definitely a much more laid back vibe here. And homelessness doesn't mean crime. A lot of the unhoused are veterans who have mental illness issues. They are people who ended up losing their rental and couldn't find replacement property at a rate that they could afford. There was a lot of people that got displaced during COVID. So if you want to check it out, come to town. I don't think safety is anybody's main concern when they're moving to San Diego. I think their main concern is affordability when they move here. So, is San Diego a dangerous city to live in? It's one of the safest large cities in America. So here's the question of the day. Where are you watching from, and what's your perception of San Diego based upon what you hear about in the news? Drop it in the comments below. I read every one. As always, thanks for watching. And if you'll like and subscribe to my video, that'll really help me out. I want to thank everybody who watched my last video. It was a great success. I love bringing you these videos, but I really love hearing from you guys even more. So God bless each and every one of you. I love you. Stay sunny, San Diego.